What's going on YouTube? Black the Great back with another video, and today as you see by the screen, I got some 2K up. What I decided to do was just make a little updated roster manually, since I can't download the file or whatever and I don't have a PC. So as you can see, it's Kobe on the screen. He's a free agent. Pretty much everybody that retired or is in the Hall of Fame this past year, they're free agents. So Kobe, R.I.P. Tim Duncan, Manu, Steve Nash, AI, Andrew Bynum. But we know he's not a Hall of Famer. Shaq, Jermaine O'Neal, and Al Harrington, just name a few. These are some of the rest of the free agents. But like I said, I went ahead and made my own little rosters, because obviously this is 2K11 and I don't have we don't have 2K share anymore, so we can't have actual rookies. And like I said, I can't for some reason I tried to connect to the internet through my Xbox, and it wouldn't let me go and download updated rosters. I believe the updated rosters go as far as, I believe, the 2016 and 2017 seasons from my research that I've done. But we're going to take a look and see what all, take a look at the roster I did, pretty much. So Dwight Howard, Al Horford, and some of the rest of the people that are in the game, or pretty much not with the team anymore, but I just had to move some people around, so it's not the exact roster, but you get the gist. Some of these guys are either overseas or pretty much no longer playing in the NBA anymore. I know, as I'm scrolling through these names and you're watching, these names kind of look familiar to some of you all, depending on how old you guys are. I know, I think you have to have 12 men to a team. So as you can see right here, Gordon Hayward, I wanted to put him on the Celtics, but I took a look at that roster, and it kind of wasn't really worth him putting on the roster. Only person that was left, I think, was like Rondo, but I decided just to put him on the Clippers. So some of these old players, I moved them around and stuff like that. This roster's kind of weak, so let's go back. You see Bobcats. My mom was cooking right here. Kwame Brown. Gordon Hayward. Big Al. Tony Parker. We know he's retired, but for the most part, a lot of these players that are retired, I just try to put them on the team that I pretty much remember last of them playing on. So with this team being, the Charlotte Hornets, and the 2K share not working, he'll just have to be on the Bobcats right now. So yes, Charlotte Bobcats, Tony Parker, Ben Gordon, he's no longer playing. This guy definitely no longer playing. Let's go to the Bucks. They just beat the Nets last night. So outside of Monte Ellis, he's not playing anymore. But as you can see, Drew Holiday. Let's take a look at his player model. Hold on, see if I can turn him around. Let's see, get a closer look. Got the correct number. Shoes, yeah, not so much, but As long as I got the correct jersey number, I'm fine. So, it's on the Milwaukee Bucks. And this roster's pretty stacked. It's pretty up to date, with the exception of a few people. And let's see, we got Rose here. I probably should have put him on the Knicks, since that's who he's playing for right now. Let me see. And their roster is pretty much depleted anyway. But I think we can go ahead and put D Rose on the Knicks if we can. If we can't assign him to a team, we probably want to trade him. So let's see. We go over here to the Knicks. They got Amari, Jason Kidd, Phillips. Cheriev. Let's trade this guy for Derrick Rose. Okay, so Rose is officially off the Bulls. Sorry, Bulls fans. But let's just take a second look. There we go. Rose is a Knick. Let's take a look at his player. For some reason, when I add the calf sleeves, they're on backwards for some reason. I don't know why. That happened twice now. The only thing we need to do now is change his number from 24 to 25. Well, we might have to change somebody else's number. Who has 25 on here? Anthony Randolph, okay. Let's change his number. I think he had a single digit number when he played in the NBA. I think he had a single digit number. I think it was 4, but somebody might have 4. Yeah, so let's go ahead and change Rose number. 25. Okay. So now I'm just gonna pretty much scroll through all the major names that I changed. See, got LeBron, got Nick Young, still got Lamar Odom, got J.R. Smith, Meta, got JaVale, Marc Gasol. Later date, I'm gonna update the attributes so it can correspond with the actual person. Let's see. That roster is kind of weak. Let's see. Okay, got KD. I know this is supposed to be the Brooklyn Nets, but like I said, my internet won't let me download the updated roster, so they're going to be on the New Jersey Nets for now. So we got Kevin Durant, D. Will. Probably should have put him on the Cavaliers since that was the last team he played for. James Harden, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Paul Millsap, Tariq Evans, even though he's no longer in the league. Granger, he's on the Heat, but kind of hard because everybody on that Heat roster, I feel like belongs on that roster. I don't want to trade nobody. Got Eric Bledsoe. I mean, we know it's the Pelicans, but this is the Hornets. Joe Johnson. He last played for the Utah Jazz. Or Rockets per se, but he got cut. But I just put him on the Jazz. The Kings are trash. As we just showed you, Rose, the Knicks, Bron, Lakers, Nets, Nuggets, Pistons. I know Brandon Jennings was on the Knicks, but I kind of liked him when he was on the Pistons. Him and Josh Smith. And if I had a 2K share, I probably would have had Drummond on this roster too, but this will have to do for now. So we got Lowry. I know you're thinking like, where's DeRozan? Well, we'll get to him in a minute. John Wall, Yao Ming. I mean, I kind of want to keep Ming on there just for the sake of nostalgia. Now, we got Gasol. I know he played last for the Bucks, but it was a short stint, so I'd rather just keep Powell on the Spurs since he played like 3 years. There's DeRozan right there. There's Rudy Gay. They're all still active. Well, these two are still active in the NBA. George Hill, I believe he plays on the Bucks. I need to make a trade for him to be on the Bucks. Victor Jefferson, T-Mac, Chris Paul. I know that roster's kind of ass, but hey, whatever. The roster sucks. Thought about leaving him on the Clippers with DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin, but I wanted to make these rosters as realistic as possible, just in case anybody else was still playing 2K11 or whatever. So, and you don't have a roster or you can't download a roster, here you go. Got Paul George, Westbrook, Ibaka, Kmart, the other Kmart, B-Roy. Like I said, I'm keeping him on here for nostalgia purposes. I know he's no longer playing in NBA, so it is what it is. KG, we know he's retired, but same goes for him. Melo at 00. Let's take a look at Melo real fast. Melo 00. Gotta have the double sleeves. Gotta have the double sleeves on Melo. Got to. Alright. And let me see, can we get to the Rockets yet? Okay. Curry. Yeah. Klay Thompson would be up here, but we don't have the updated rosters. So David Lee. Bogut. I would have added Boogie Cousins, but he's on the Clippers, so this is closer to the Warriors roster we're gonna get. Wizards, we got Jeff Green, Nene, Kirk Heinrich, Josh Howard, Gortat. I know these players are pretty old, but man, that's about it. So, alright YouTube, that's it. You needed a template for 2K11 rosters. If you can't, you weren't able to download it, and you aren't sure who goes where, then here you go. So you can go back all the way to the beginning, and yeah, there we go. R.I.P. Kobe. Peace, YouTube.